要去的是这里。
There's certain traps I can't escape. You set them down and walked away. So now I'm here alone, just waiting, hoping that you'll come and save me. But I think I gotta fix this by myself. I don't need to mix in someone else. I can't even think under your spell. Could be getting by with just your smell. Now there's nothing left inside my brain. Lit it up and sent it down in flames. Now I'm barely getting through my day. Forget you on the way.
刚想说浴帽，
Who's to say?
是啥呢？哦，这是书灯呢，这咋关呢？哦，这样就关了，拿出来就亮了，这样就关了。哦，酷，感觉还不错。就是开着窗户的话有点吵。点了一个我想了很久的桂林米粉，包装真的好赞哦！哇，这个是什锦的，粤语是讲杂港粉，到底是什锦还是杂锦？天气好好哦。
Wake up, Virginia, is your daddy home? Is your daddy home? Is your daddy home?
黑松，好得意啊！佢有寫字嘅。不過點解一世都唔怕
？Did you turn off the lights in the telephone? In the telephone, in the
配太多了那个。他们说吃这个的话要先喝汤，汤也蛮偏甜，然后有香料的味道。椒凉糕，因为没有吃过，所以就点了。有辣有啊。係啊。嗰嚿啊。係啊。
Come out, Virginia, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for?
真的是好多人哦！天哪！
咁個500萬應值你幾天啊？
这边人超多，好美哟。
Wake up, Virginia, is your daddy home? Is your daddy home? Is your daddy home? Did you turn off the lights in the telephone? In the telephone, in the telephone.
好可爱。
下面这基座啊，他花了2000多份的实验室来做出来的。有唐僧、有西洋参、有野三生。那同花村呢，就是里面另外3家的合作地方，是因为人参再造完，它有很好的养颜效果。它当时最大的客户是谁呢？是慈禧。它的创始人这样讲很好听，它变成干一局。
Come out, Virginia, come down the stairs. Hell, I know you're headed somewhere.
哇，看起来好像很 Q 哎。
选手分工表演，天气炎热，注意防暑降温，请大家不要长时间逗留，看管好自己的随身物品。
And I'm not gonna lie, I have dreamed of this for a long time. Held my breath for a while. Can feel the rooms on fire. When we kiss the
Music
world,
licensing
they
reimagined.
and we burn like a fire. Do we have to lose? Or do you have to go home? Throw away the shoes and go home? There's certain traps I can't escape. You set them down and walked away. So now I'm here alone, just waiting, hoping that you'll come and save me. But I gotta fix this by myself. I don't need a mix in someone else. I can't even think under your spell. Could be getting by with just your smell. Now there's nothing left inside my brain. Lit it up and sent it down in flames. Now I'm barely getting through my day. Maybe I'll forget you on the way. But who's to say? In here it's cold, it's always raining, always snowing, almost May. The thought of you so far away just breaks me down, and I'm afraid I'm stuck.
这一条教主讲路，这边可以看到。好迷哦，超迷的。
Artlist.io
And I'm not gonna lie, I have dreamed of this for a long time, held my breath for a while. Can feel the rooms on fire when we kiss the
Music
walls,
licensing
they are steaming
reimagined.
and we burn like a fire. Do you have to lose, or do you have to go home? Throw away the shoes and go on with the flow. Or do you have to lose, the world can just go on without you? Oh, why? 'Cause of you, these lips were made for you. Or do you have to
Artlist.io
These lips were made for you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've been scheming this for a while, since I saw your set of eyes moving really slow.
Music licensing
Trying
reimagined.
to play on my cards, trying to lower down your guard. Or do you have to lose, or do you have to go home? Throw away the shoes and go on with the flow. Or do you have to lose, the world can just go on without you? Oh, why? 'Cause of you, these lips were made for you.
Artlist.io
These lips were made for you. Two out of collision, we just follow the rhythm. Sat right position, post the word for a minute.
My love language is your time and attention. Won't you give some of it to me? I've been lonely lately, I've been feeling neglected, and I want you to show me. Can we get back on the same page tonight? Can we stay? And why don't you talk to me, let's start a conversation. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Talk to me, we don't need a translation. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. My love language is your love and affection. Won't you give some of it to me? Yeah, I need you present. Instead of giving me presents, you're not getting off that easily. Can we get back?
是吃它的肉还是吃它的籽啊？
我们刚买的无花果，超级无敌大。
Same page. Tonight we can stay. And why don't once you let me in. So we can get back on the same page. Well, tonight I wanna stay in a way. Don't you just talk to me? 'Cause when you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Talk to me, talk to me. We don't need a translation. When you spend your time.
I play it back when it's over, the back when it's over, back when it's over. I want back when it's back when it's over. The way you touching my shoulder. I want back when it's over, the back when it's over. I tried to walk straight, but I'm stumbling down. Tried to walk away, but I'm coming back now. I knew I needed you, but I didn't know how. Why I tried so hard. Don't know what to do when it's making me cry. Don't know what to feel, I don't understand why. I needed you, but I didn't know why. But now you're leaving. Girl, I know I'm not much better than before. Oh, I'm trying to do the right thing. Now you're leaving. Girl, I know I'm not much better than before. Oh, I'm trying to do the right thing. I play it back when it's over. The way you're touching my shoulder. I wanna tell you, baby, what I'm thinking we could be. Back when it's over. The way you're touching my shoulder. I wanna tell you, baby, what I'm thinking we could be. But girl, don't you tell me that you want me back now. Want me back now. So girl, don't you tell me that you want me back now. Want me back now. 'Cause now you're leaving. Girl, I know I'm not much better than before. But oh, I'm trying to do the right thing. Now you're leaving. Girl, I know I'm not much better than before. Oh, I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to when it's over, the back when it's over.
開放式。
I want back when it's back when it's over. The